Yeah.
So, Destin, what have you learned in the last 4 years of your life?
Don't do drugs. And first 3 years of high school, you don't even have to try. And then senior year, you really don't have to try because it's a joke. I got straight A senior year, so.
All right, Steven.
Well, I'd like to comment on what he said. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. If anything, do pugs, because pugs are awesome. I've learned to get connected at Northwest. Play sports, I don't know, do drama, whatever. You do you. Yeah, have fun. Don't do drugs.
Emphasis, don't do drugs, guys.
Bad.
For me, what have I learned the past 4 years? Really get involved. People at NCS are mostly pretty chill, and I've learned that I've got the most awesome and retarded friends all at the same time. That's cool. Yeah, don't try.
Yo, if you get caught, don't rat your friends out, man. That's the worst thing you could do, Evan.
Aiden, what have you learned the last 4 years of your life?
I think I've learned that,
You're a dry piece of crap.
yeah, I think you have to, like, the way you treat people really just sets out the way you're going to live your life, I guess, because if you treat people like crap, it's not going to get you far, but I've learned, like, if you treat people with respect and you just respect them, you'll go a lot farther in life. All right, Steven, what has God taught you in the last 4 years of high school?
Well, God has taught me to not leave my Coke with Destin. Are you gonna
Thank you for
drink it
Coke.
all? And then also to just find a good group of friends, because that's what's gonna matter when you get out of high school. That's how you're gonna stay connected and stay rooted in the faith. Yeah.
For me, God has shown me that if you're like faithful and keep like pursuing Him and stuff, that everything will work out. So yeah.
Every time you get the chance, talk to him. When you're sitting in the car and the radio has a crappy song on it cuts to commercials, turn your volume down and pray. When you're by yourself, like right before you go to bed, just pray and talk to him because it'll help you grow closer to him. And I feel like everybody becomes at least one thing they don't want to become, and try to avoid that.
Aiden, what has God shown you during your high school years?
God has shown me really that He's really just given me a bunch of good friends to hang out with. Like, I mean, I got Steven, Destin, Evan, and Winkleman, and I mean, I've never really had such close friends that I can just hang out with all the time. And yeah, I mean, I thank Him all the time for you guys. It really just gives me somewhere to go to talk to people, and yeah, it's good. All right, Steven, what real-world life lessons has NCS prepared you for?
Yep, can't think of any. That's why I went to Sunny Slope.
For me, shout out to Mr. Bear for teaching us Dave Ramsey and how to deal with money, because that's actually important, unlike all the stupid vocab he gave us Yoder. So yeah, go Rod Bear.
I learned more in a month at O'Connor about life than I have 3.5 years at Northwest.
Troll.
School's a joke.
Aiden, what real-world life lessons has NCS prepared you for?
Mr. Wilson has completely changed my view on homeless people and just people in general, because I mean, like, my homeless guy Steve, for example, I've seen him over the past 3 or 4 years almost every day, and I used to look at him like with disgust, and I used to always wonder, how do people get that way? But I mean, it's always like people are in the wrong place at the wrong time, or like they just got bad luck for a little bit. But Mr. Wilson kind of just like showed me how to show them respect too, and just not make fun of them or not talk down on them.
How has your learning at NCS influenced your views on service, leadership, a Christian worldview, truth, faith, and relationships?
Dang, that's quite the question. NCS has influenced me in a lot of ways. Like, all the teachers and faculty are great and actually care about the students, which is really nice. Or most of them. And I think it's just been great to have teachers who are there at the service projects and always there to help us out. And even with like life stories, like especially Mr. Wilson, he does this all the time, just there to talk life and really help you out and talk to you about the faith and ask questions and that sort of thing. So, yeah.
So that's a pretty hardy question. But yeah, kind of going off what Evan said, like the teachers really care. Like I went to Sunny Slope for half a semester and the teachers couldn't give a rat's butt about what you did. In fact, like they told me that I could be on my phone in class as long as I passed the test. And so like just the difference between Sunny Slope and Northwest teachers, like the teachers at Northwest actually care about you as a person and they want to see you exceed to your fullest ability.
I guess it just depends on what teachers you get. Because I went to Sander Day for a month, 2 months. Teachers there cared 1,000 times more than the teachers at Northwest. I could give you 20 examples, but I won't waste your time. Being at Northwest has taught us how to serve because we're technically forced to go to service projects, but I mean we always have a good time out of it. And in hearing the message every day really does help in your Christian walk and all the relationships you're in. So.
How do you plan to make an impact on the world with what you have learned?
That's a tough question. I don't know. Mrs. Waymire has taught us a lot in honors government and makes me want to run for office one day or do something like that. So, yeah, I guess that.
Well, I haven't learned any life lessons from Northwest. So, what was the question? What have I learned that I'm going to use in real life? Something like that, Aiden?
Make an impact on the world?
Make an impact on the world. Maybe like try to change the way that people look at Christians. Because everybody thinks that every single Christian should be holy and be perfect, and that's not the case. Like, you can be an awesome Christian and still be a normal person.
I guess one way is like to help impact the youth, because that's like the most important time of your life. It shapes who you are. So, like, just the example that Mr. Wilson and Rod Bear set, how they're authentic Christians, and they want what's best for us, and they want us to succeed. So I guess try and be someone like them, and strive for greatness for the youth.
All right, Aiden. How has your learning at NCS influenced your views on service, leadership, a Christian worldview, truth, faith, and relationships?
So sophomore year, MJ taught us about all the different religions and worldviews and stuff. And I guess I never really looked into that before then. And so NCS, like MJ taught me that everyone has a different worldview, and there's as many worldviews as there are people in the world. So, I mean, I don't know. That was a good lesson. It's a good life lesson to learn now than like later in life when I get questioned about my faith or what I believe in or anything like that.
Aiden, how do you plan to make an impact on the world with what you have learned?
I think it's I've learned to impact the world by the way I live my life. PCU is probably a good choice for me because it's my Christian worldview and my religious affiliation, I guess, that's going to help me impact the world, I guess, to my greatest ability. So that's